Hello there, darling. Before this video gets started, let me go ahead and spill my own tea before y'all get to clocking me. One of these lashes is doing something real weird, okay? It's doing something real weird, but don't get on here judging me. You know who to judge. So anyway, today is about to be about maintenance and taking care of myself. Listen, my baby's grandmothers, they both, of course, are mothers, and they have been like, listen, we know what it's like. Go ahead, give us the baby when you need some time to yourself. And at first I was like, no, I don't like to put my baby off on people and blah, blah, blah. Honey, I done came to my senses real quick. You want them? Get them. Bye. See ya. And so I am so blessed that my baby is with his grandmother and I get to go take care of myself today. So the first thing I did was install this unit, which gets me into the sponsor of this video. Y'all go ahead and let me pay these bills real quick. And so right now, y'all know the material girls are all wearing micro links and tape ends, but because I'm going through postpartum shedding, it's not smart for me to do any of that. And so I have started wearing V-part wigs. Y'all know that we used to have U-parts, but they have made the part slender by making V-parts. And so this particular video, I was sent a beautiful unit by Wholesale Hair, and let me tell you something, it didn't come out the pack looking like that, but let's talk about what came in the pack. Wholesale Hair, they focus on making every girl afford beautiful hair. They sent me a few things that they have available in case you need them from their site. They do have elastic straps available if you were to purchase a lace unit. If you needed a little help, you know, go ahead and melt that thing on down. They do also have bonnets available, a brush just in case you have a lace unit and you need to go ahead, you know, add a little makeup, blend that thing on in, and then some lashes. Ooh. Now I'll be honest, I sometimes go hard on the lashes that the wig company sent, but this one I actually like. And then of course the actual unit itself. And so this particular unit is for more of the natural girls that don't really want the bone straight look. They do have more kinky textures available, and so that's what I have in this unit. Now as far as the install process, it comes with clip attachments like you would have if you had some clip-ins, and then also a comb attachment to kind of secure that thing on down, because the last thing you need is to have on your V-part and then the wind causes your unit to exit the chest. So how I applied this unit and got this particular look, I have my leave out available, right? I went ahead and just applied the unit like I would clip-ins. I just clipped it around my leave out section where I had my braids available, and then I went ahead and did a loose twist out. And what I mean is I did not wet the unit, I just grabbed some mousse and twisted my real hair into the unit, and then I did twist all around. And so this is what it's looking like with the twist. And then once I take it out, and I do take it out with the same process that I would by regular hair twist, I just kind of just unravel it and then separate where it naturally wants to separate. This is what the unit looks like once it is done, and I actually do like it. The only thing I would say is, number one, if you want a deeper wave, wet the hair first and then use the mousse. I just wanted something, you know, a little light and flowy for the song. And then also, because it is human hair, if you don't want this look, you can do a ride set, you can do a twist out, you can do a braid out, you can do anything you would with human hair, because again, it's human hair. And so that is what I did to get this particular look, and I actually really like it. The only thing I would say is I got the wrong color. My hair is dyed jet black. I should have gotten a jet black unit, but whatever, child, I think she cute. So if you are interested in a look, you know, a little bit of a protective style for the summer, you ain't got to put no heat on it if you don't want to, then go ahead and click the link in my description box. They do actually have other units available as well. So shout out to Wholesale Hair for sponsoring this particular video. I actually really love this unit. Oh, child, before I go, let me go ahead and show you the rest of the unit. So this is what it looks like as far as my loose waves go. But again, if you want something firmer, use water to really set your hair. And then I'm gonna turn around and let you see it, child. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right, now let's hit the streets. What up, y'all? So first of all, this unit right here is not the one that you just saw at the beginning of this video. Honey, let me tell you something. I said it on live and I'm gonna say it again. I thank God for all the work opportunities that I do have, but I am overbooked. Honey, listen, overbooked. My life is in shambles. I don't know what goes to what video and all the other stuff, so just know, just say hi when you see me. So anyway, I have so much content that I need to get home and film, and like, seriously, I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. No, seriously, I used to pray for the day where I would get back-to-back sponsorships, that my work would finally be acknowledged, and I'm glad that it is here, but I had no idea it would come at the same time as a brand new baby. So maintaining my schedule, child, I'm so behind on so many other things. And then I told y'all I had a gym injury which stopped me from working. I am swamped, and so once all these sponsor videos and everything else that I got plan is done, I'm taking me a little break to just woosah, sit down and do absolutely nothing. Now, honey, I'm gonna put my feet up and do nothing. And speaking of do nothing, what I'm not gonna do today is my lashes. So when it comes to my lashes, I told y'all I usually get extensions. I love me some lash extensions, but because of the baby and scheduling, it's really hard for me to get an appointment because I never really know when I'm gonna be free. And so I have been going to the nail shop to get my lashes done now. Oh child, now they usually do have lashes there, but I'm gonna just shoot it to you straight. No. So I got my own individuals, and it's just gonna give me kind of like the extension look, but not really, child. It's just gonna make me look like I ain't bald in the face, child. Listen, I'm tired, okay? Can I just be honest with you? I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. Between the baby, the work, I'm married, I got my own stuff to do. I am tired. I cannot wait to take a vacation. Jesus!
A few moments later.
So I just got out of the nail shop from getting my lashes done, and I hate them. Okay, so when I got there, she was a little perturbed because I brought my own lashes instead of the one she used. Okay, whatever, fine, get out your feelings, but you're gonna do these lashes. So anyway, she starts working on my lashes, and she on the phone. I'm like, listen, I understand you in a mask, I'm in a mask, but what you're not gonna do is be talking all on my face like that. No, you listen. No, it's the first thing to get on my nerves. Number two, the lashes that I got were Ardell. I put them on myself all the time, but I just wanted to save a little bit of time, so I would let her do it. So as she was picking them out, she was so busy trying to move fast that there was still glue at the bottom of the lash. So when she like the glue that comes with the pack, that clear thing on the back, child, whatever, it was something on the lash. She sticks the lashes on my eye, but there's this piece of plastic from the package on it. I'm like, girl, it's scratching me. That's strike number two. Strike number three, she's so busy trying to move fast that yes, I have on black. And yes, the glue is black, but if there is glue on your tweezers, that don't give you permission to wipe the glue on my shoulder. And I'm just like, what? The first time it happened, I'm like, wait, am I tripping? Second time, I'm like, wait a minute, I know I'm not tripping. Third time, girl, wipe on me again. 1 month, wipe me again. But that is so rude. You just sitting there, she putting the glue on there, and then she wiping the excess glue from the tweezers off on my shoulder. And then last but not least, honey, listen. You see how this is all the way out here and this is over? This is what happens when I try to save time. This is what happens when I trust somebody who's not qualified. This is what happens when I don't do things myself. So either I'm going to do my own lashes at home and just take a little bit of extra time and make sure they are done right, or I'm going to force my way into an appointment with my last tech, because this right here, this is unacceptable. What is this? So with that being said, I'm getting ready to go to Ulta. I'm going to see if they got some cute strip lashes. And realistically, I don't need lashes. They just look better when I'm shooting sponsored content. So I have 2 sponsored hair videos coming up, and I wanted my lashes to be cute. This is the opposite of cute. So I'm going to go to the store and look for some strip lashes. And then I need another feminine wash. The one that I have at home, I have used up. And speaking of feminine wash, let's have a conversation, but first let's go shopping. Okay, first of all, don't judge my leave out. The humidity got me. Secondly, I'm hoping I can find a really good quality brand wash. I usually use Salt Bay, and then if I can't get that, then I'll get Sweet Spot Labs, but they only sell it at Ulta online, so I'm hoping I find something else. Eureka, they got it. And while I'm here, y'all, I'm a huge fan of Peyton Charles, and she always talk about, I'm gonna put this to the test and see how it works. Because I'm in public, I didn't want to tell y'all the benefits, but go ahead, look your some ashwagandha and listen. Since it's been past my 6 weeks, yeah. Hello there, darling. First of all, the brows, ignore them. I'm gonna pull it all together. They look real hard right now, like, argh. So I am getting ready to break one of my personal rules that I have about content creation. So we're actually getting ready to have a little chat, you know, a little tea time, a little sit and talk to each other. I usually would call this a girl talk, get ready with me. But the reality is a lot of my subscribers are not girls, and if that applies to you, hey boo. But I kind of tend to stick to my niches, whether it's like hair or motherhood or my weight loss journey and my journey to health and stuff like that. And I kind of stopped giving my opinions on things that's going on in the world unless we're doing a live together. And the reason I did that was because, for example, the last one I believe I did was about Monique, when she shared her view on women wearing bonnets and blankets and stuff like that to the airport and in public. And I shared what I felt. But sometimes what I find in sharing my opinions on things outside of what I'm normally here for, sometimes we don't know how to agree to disagree and it becomes an argument, and sometimes people take your opinion as an attack, and it just becomes ugly. Even if the ugliness is not directed at me, sometimes people will start arguments in the comment section, and that's not what I'm here for. Like, I'd rather just not, I ain't no princess by far, but I'd rather my platform be known as one that spreads love and positivity and a few jokes versus negativity and clickbait, and just I don't want to be that person. And so that's why I kind of tend to stay away from talking about certain topics on YouTube. Now, you catch me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, but I'm going to break that rule today. And the reason I'm doing that is because the company that I'm getting ready to speak on, and the topic I'm getting ready to speak on, is a company that I have been very vocal in supporting, and I've encouraged a lot of you to support that company financially. And the company that we're talking about today is the Honeypot. Let's get this face together. I actually have to record the closing of another video, which is why I'm putting on makeup. So I just was like, let's go and kill two birds with one stone. So let's talk about the Honeypot. The way I was introduced to them was, y'all know, a couple of years ago. Oh Lord, let me get this on my finger. There was a controversy. I'm not going to rehash it, but with what happened, myself and a lot of other Black women openly came to the defense of the company, and we was just like really supporting. And ever since then, I've been a very vocal supporter of the company. And even if it wasn't on camera, I supported them in real life because, like, I really like them. But what I never said on camera was I actually stopped using the washes. And the reason I stopped, and I talked about this on Instagram, is because the pumps will stop working. And it's like, I would have a really good experience with the wash, and then just like mid-bottle, the pump would just stop working. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And so I would get another one. And then I would get another one. And it would always happen where my pumps would stop working. And then I talked to a friend about it, and she was just like, yeah, it's happening to me too. And then somebody suggested and was like, well, you know, you can buy a pump and put the liquid in there, which is true, but I should not have to buy another accessory in order to get the product out. It should be able to come out all the way through. And so while I did not stop my support of the actual company, like, I still was a supporter of Honeypot, I just stopped buying the washes because I was just like, look, I want to support a Black woman-owned business, but at the same time, I want my money to work for me, you understand me? And there's other Black woman-owned businesses that make feminine hygiene washes that I can get the whole bottle out versus it stopped working. And it wasn't no shades of the Honeypot, but at the same time, I'm not gonna keep buying these pumps and they not working. So I took my money elsewhere when it came to feminine washes, and I started supporting a company called Salt Bae, and I really, really like them. But the only thing is, she's a smaller company and she sells out a lot. Like, the product is really, 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 really good, but she sells out a lot, and you have to wait for it to be in stock. And sometimes, honey, I need something, came a little Kodak, and you ain't got it. And so what I would do is, Ulta has a wash. I don't believe it's Black woman owned, but it's a good wash, and so I go ahead and buy it. You know, y'all been buying Summer's Eve for years. Don't judge me because I bought something that wasn't Black owned. But it's called Sweet Spot Slabs, and so that's what I use when Salt Bae is not available. So anyway, I say all that to say, although I was not buying the washes, I still like the Honeypot, like the pads, the panty liners and stuff. It might give you a little chill, but to me, I thought it was good. And so because I had not been using the wash for quite some time, I was unaware that they had been out of stock, and I was unaware that the packaging changed, and I was unaware that the ingredients shifted until a couple of weeks ago when TikTok popped off and was just like, excuse me, come here, Miss B, what's going on? And that's the thing I love about TikTok. It's mainly a younger audience, and what I would tell you about Gen Z, they don't care who you are, they gonna hold you accountable for your BS. And so when it came to the Honeypot, I ain't saying it was BS, but they definitely was like, hey, something going on and we need an explanation. Now, it did turn out some things were a lie, like they were saying that the company was no longer Black owned, which Beatrice Dixon, I think that's her name, B Dixon, she did say that she still owns it, her and whoever it is that she's in partnership with. I think it's like a sibling or something. So it's still a Black owned company, but there definitely was a shift in ingredients. I'm probably putting this on sloppy just because I'm talking. Usually I just throw on my makeup and vibe out to some music. So if y'all see me looking crazy, whatever. So it turns out the company is still Black owned, but there definitely was a shift in ingredients. And some people are saying that the new product or new version of the wash is actually irritating to them. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that. Me personally, because I was not using it and I did not plan on going back to it, I was not impacted, but I do feel very sorry to hear that some people are having a negative experience. Overall, it doesn't seem like that's the majority, but the fact of the matter is that anybody would have a negative experience. I really do hate to hear that. But do I think that the total escalation and backlash that the company got was warranted? I do not. Hear me out though. I definitely feel if there was going to be a shift in ingredients, there should have been a communication versus we finding out on TikTok because a consumer blew the whistle. And the company did take acknowledgement of it. As far as that being a misstep, she should have said something. So I do appreciate the fact that she came out and acknowledged that. What I will say though is I do feel like the backlash was not just directed at the Honeypot, it was directed at a lot of companies. And what I mean by that is there has been a history within the last 10 to 15 years where there have been companies that made things that were for us. And what I mean is there have been huge conglomerates that have made body care and hair care products for years, but they neglected us and our needs, whether it be the moisture levels we need for our hair or the moisture levels we need for our skin or the clean ingredients that we would prefer to have. We were ignored as a culture, and then finally some black owned companies stepped up and did that for us. They made things for our hair and for our body that we felt was of benefit to us. But then what happens is we build these companies up, we support them, and then they sell to these larger conglomerates who then forget about us. To make it more inclusive to everyone, they alter ingredients, and I understand that concern. And so there have been multiple, and then what happens is there's a built-up frustration where it's just like, okay, we keep helping y'all, and then y'all sell in order to benefit your own pockets, and then the community is impacted. So I definitely understand why people were upset, but I think that it was misdirected anger. I say all that to say, yes, I do feel like there should have been a level of accountability. Yes, it is okay to hold the Honeypot accountable for changing the ingredients and then doing so without telling us. I do think that you should hold her accountable for that, but I do feel like some of the anger was misplaced. To be threatening somebody because they changed the ingredients, like, come on, like, for real. Like, at no point was the situation that serious where somebody should be physically threatening somebody over a wash. Like, for real, like, calm down. Seriously, calm down. Now, the question that I was asked, because I was having a conversation in my Instagram stories about toiletries, like, because I'm at home a lot now and I got a baby, sometimes my only moment to myself that day is in my shower. So I take extra good care of my body right now as far as toiletries go. And somebody asked me for a recommendation, and I said, just like I said in this video, I recommend Salt Bae. But then I did leave a disclaimer and saying that although I understand, I do still support the Honeypot. And somebody asked me why. So I do want to say this because sometimes people don't trust influencers because of finances, and I totally understand this, but I do want to say I've never once gotten a check from the Honeypot for anything, and I've done a lot of promotion for her. So please don't think that this is a financial decision in me saying that. But I do still support the company just because, number one, it is still black owned, and so I am okay with that, as long as that is true. Number two, yes, she did make a misstep by changing the ingredients without communicating with the very community that had her back, but she did take full accountability for it. So I am okay continuing to support her. But be clear, just because I am okay with it doesn't mean that I'm telling you that that's what you need to do. I think that you should do what feels good to your conscience. But to me, the ingredients that she used, they are not something that in the past that I've used that have irritated me. So I definitely say if something's irritating you, clearly stop using it. But I have other products with those ingredients in it and they don't bother me. But then, like I told you in the beginning, because the products would stop working at a certain point, I don't use them anyway. So my support of the company is more so towards the pads and panty liners and stuff like that. But I say all this to say, I definitely understand those who feel like they don't want to support the company, whether it be because you don't like the new ingredients or because you feel like she was dishonest. I totally understand that. Me personally, I wasn't that affected because, again, I wasn't using the wash to begin with. But I do want to say I definitely understand those who did take offense to what happened. I feel like your feelings are valid. You have every right to do what you choose is best for your dollar. Will I continue to purchase pads and things from the Honeypot? I'm absolutely okay with doing that. But that's my conscience, just because I am okay and receptive and accepting of the apology that was released. But there are those who do not. And I will say, although I do feel like we should give each other grace, I also understand when it comes to our dollar, we have been taken advantage of as a market for a long time. And I completely respect those who are very protective of their dollar and choosing not to support a company that they feel is dishonest. So let me go ahead and finish this face and then record this video that I need to record, and we'll shut this one down. All right, I tried to finish this look, but I just realized I don't have anybody's lashes in my house. So I gotta go to the store and get that and some liner just to go ahead and complete this look. So let me go ahead and do that now, because that is actually a sponsored video and I got to get that thing submitted. So anyway, thanks for chilling with me. I hope I didn't offend y'all with my stance on the Honeypot. And if you feel different, I totally respect your opinion. Let's just not be nasty to each other as we express ourselves. So with that being said, I love y'all, Maki Dada, and I'm out this piece. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.